Hi, I hope you're really well. So today we are going to look at comparing two groups. Now, can you see the groups that we have on the screen? How many groups do we have on the screen? So on the screen we have two groups. Can you see we have a group of apples and we have a group of peaches? So what we're going to be doing is using some symbols to compare the groups. Here are the symbols that we're going to use today. This symbol means more than, more than. This symbol means less than, less than. And this symbol means equal to, equal to. So our more than symbol means that when we read it as a sentence, it goes in between something that is more than the other. And when we use this symbol here, this symbol would point to something that is less than the other. And then when we use the equal to symbol, it means the two things that are in between, the symbol that is in between the two things means they are equal to or the same as each other. Shall we have an example? So as you can see, we have these apples on the screen, some apples and some lovely peaches. So we're going to use one of these symbols, either more than, less than, or equal to show how these symbols compare to each other. So let's count the number of apples we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 apples. Do you agree? Let's count our peaches. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 peaches. But we need to fill in the missing gap. How do these numbers compare to each other? We know that the number 5 is more than the number 3. Let's say that again. Number 5 is more than the number 3. So, which symbol do you think we're going to pop in between these two? That's correct. We're going to use the more than symbol. So we're going to use the more than symbol in between both of these groups of fruit. Now let's read this as a number sentence. 5 is more than 3. That's how we read our number sentence. Can you see how we simply used our symbols more than to compare the two groups? So we counted how many are in each group and then we chose or selected one of these symbols. Shall we try another one? Let's go. Let's move on down. Fantastic. Here we go. Now, do you remember what our symbols look like? Remember, we have one symbol that is more than, more than. We have another symbol that means less than, less than. And we have another symbol which means equal to, equal to. we're going to pop one of our symbols in between our objects. The more than symbol means that the numbers are more than each other. It simply means when we read it as a sentence, one object is more than the next object. If we pop the less than symbol in the middle, it means one object is less than the next object. And if we pop the equal to symbol in the middle, it would mean that one object is the same as or equal to the next object. So let's find out which symbol we need to pop in the middle. But the first thing we need to do is count how many blocks we have on each side. Are you ready to count with me? Let's count these blocks first. 1, 2. We have 2 blocks, 2 red blocks. Let's count the next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blue blocks on this side. But what symbol do we need to pop into the middle? Can you have a guess? Which symbol do we need to pop into the middle? Is 2 more than 5? Is 2 less than 5? Or is 2 equal to 5? Have a think. We know that 2 is smaller than 5. So number 2 is less than. We're going to use less than. 2 is less than 5. That's the symbol we're going to pop in the middle. Now let's read this as a number sentence. 2 is less than 5. Do you agree? I agree too. Fabulous. Shall we do another one? Here we go. Oh, we've got some nice dots on the screen. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use one of our symbols. We're going to use the more than symbol. More than. Don't forget you can pop these symbols in your book or on a piece of paper just to help you remember. So this is more than. We have less than. Less than. And what's the other symbol? The other symbol is equal to. Equal to. Equal to means the same as. So the first thing we're going to do is count how many dots we have and write the number down on each side. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 purple spots on this side. How many yellow spots have we got? Should we count them? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have 7 yellow dots as well. So, can you work out what symbol we need to pop in the middle? Have a think. The symbol will either be more than, it might be less than, it could be equal to, which means the same amount of objects on either side. I'm going to give you a few seconds to have a think. Which symbol goes into the middle? Have you had a good think? said equal to, then you are absolutely correct, because equal to means the same as. Let's pop an equal symbol in between. Now let's read this as a number sentence. 7 is equal to 7. And it basically means 7 is the same as 7. We have 7 objects on this side and 7 objects on this side. Fantastic, we've used our equal to symbol as well. Shall we do one more? Don't forget, you can stop the video at any point, make some notes, or make some jotting downs as well to help you remember. Oh, now we've got some beautiful stars. Wow, these are lovely. Okay. Now, when we are comparing our objects and using our more than or less than or equal to symbols, what's the first thing we need to do? What do we need to do first? First, if you said the first thing we need to do is count how many objects are on each side, you are absolutely correct. So let's count how many objects are on each side. In this case, we have some beautiful yellow stars. How many on the right? How many on the left? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 yellow stars on this side. How many stars on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 yellow stars on this side. Which symbol do you think we may have to pop into the middle to compare our objects? Is it more than, less than, or equal to? Let's try some number sentences, shall we? 3 is more than 4. 3 is less than 4. 3 is equal to 4. Which one do you think might make the correct number sentence? We know that number 3 or 3 items is less than 4 because 3 is a smaller number. So we know that it's got to be this one here. 3 is less than 4. Let's write out our number sentence. 3 is less than 4. Fantastic! We learnt how to use our more than, less than and equal to symbols, and we also use them to compare different numbers of objects. You have worked absolutely beautifully today, and you've learnt so much. Fantastic and very, very well done. I'll see you on the next one.